Martin and I have traveled the country supporting businesses. And what I have to tell you right now is these government health inspectors, liquor board peons that keep coming in and harassing you and finding you, they are our public servants. They work for us. We are above them. Do not let them terrorize, threaten you. What they're doing is unlawful. You're abiding by the law. And I'd like to read a few things that we put together here recently. Remain fully open, and if you're not open, open up. Without any of their unlawful orders, such as inside, outside dining, all of that nonsense. Do you know that's a trap? That's to get you to do something outside of your original contract. If you're not serving to minors or after hours, then you're not doing anything unlawful. Open up. They have zero authority to control your livelihood. They cannot take it away from you. Stand firm. If you're confronted or feel threatened, proceed with these following statements. Is it your intention to violate your oath of office and to knowingly and willingly coerce and intimidate me into surrendering my rights under duress? Again, they have no authority. Remember that. By what authority do you have to trespass on my rights without due process of law? They don't. Under the USC 4th Amendment, you have the right to be secure in your person, house, papers, effects against any unreasonable searches and seizures, and this shall not be violated. Stand firm, flex your rights, learn the Constitution. What do you think our forefathers fought for? It's not for this. Another thing that you can state is I am not answering any questions or statements because under the USC 6th Amendment, I have a right to have my assistance of counsel, and that's when you call us. But just today, we put together a notice of inquiry. So if they come in, what I want you to do is have this on hand. And what this says is this questionnaire must be filled out by any or every public servant before he or she can talk to the citizen. This is authorized by federal law and including the Privacy Act. In the event you elect to not fill out this form, you fully accept and give your unconstitutional consent for a levy of your public bonds, no more than $100,000 per 5 minutes in any portion thereof that my rights are unlawfully trespassed on. Do you realize that we can go after them? They're taking our money, they're taking our livelihoods away. We're all suffering. It's time to be on the offense and fight back.
Yep.
Okay?
I feel like you're on a roll. Do you want to say some more things? I do. Go ahead.
I can. Okay, so if
Donna,
you're
why don't you
fine.
tell them what you did in Costco yesterday to give a real life example?
Okay, well, first of all, Governor Inslee, if you're listening to this, I know that you have my affidavit. I know you received it, and the 10 days are up. It's an unrebutted affidavit. And so we're coming after you. And also, about a week ago, New Year's Eve, I decided to go buy some steaks. Now, I refuse to wear a mask. I will not wear a mask. It's unlawful. It is against my religious conviction. It's satanic, and it causes a slow suicide, among other health problems. You've heard of everything. So I walked in by myself to buy some steaks. I walked right in. They wanted me to show my ID or whatever I did. Oh, you need a mask. No, I don't. Boom. Kept walking. Went right back to the meat department. Immediately, there's a supervisor on me. Ma'am, you need a mask. No, I don't. Yeah, you do. If you want to buy food here today, you need a mask. And I said, nope. It's unlawful, and it's again against my religious conviction. Boom. Another manager. Boom. Another manager. Before I knew it, 4 men in front of me harassing. Threatening me, well, we're going to take your membership away, and, we're going to call the police, and, blah, blah, blah. Call the police, because I'm not doing anything, and I'm causing a scene. Well, guess what? They were causing a scene. If you had left me alone, I could have bought my steaks and went out the door. And you were violating well-established law. And then they said, well, we're just going to call the police. And I said, well, you know what? I'm going to let every one of you know that I am going to sue you in your private and official capacity. And they didn't really care about that, but I am, and I did. And I also called the sheriff, and they said they were calling the police. I said, well, I'm going to get on hold of the sheriff, which I did. I talked to him. I did. He kind of had me leave because you know, he just wanted me to get out safely at that point. But I did, and then I filed an affidavit against Costco Corporation and all 4 of those peons that violated my rights and harassed me and terrorized me and stalked me on the way out. So, yesterday, I go to a rally, and there's a bunch of people there, and I said, hey, anybody else want to go to Costco with me? So, we walked in, and same thing, you know, you need a mask, no we don't, boom, we go in, and you know, you get attacked right away, because we're just not wearing a mask, and we got some of our groceries. Oh, prior to that, a manager came up, started in, but this time I had people to tape it and take pictures. And he said, you need a mask, the whole 9 yards again. No, I'm gonna call the police. Go ahead, call the police, you know. And so I called the sheriff, and I called 911. Let them know that my rights are being violated. I need backup right away. I want a constitutional sheriff. I want somebody that's gonna uphold their oath and protect me. This is ridiculous. I mean, my pants were on fire. I was like, come on. And they kind of walked away, and we went and did our shopping, and oh, yeah, by the way, it's so ridiculous. They have alarms that go off when I walk by. They have this little button they turn, wah, 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 like, what? I mean, it was just crazy. So anyhow, we do the shopping. They've followed us a few times and got dirty looks. We came up to the front. Well, first guy put his phone up really quick, like, we have the plague. And then the next gal, we went through and bought our groceries, walked through, and yeah, we got our food. We were high-fiving. Management was outside, waiting for the police, but I think the sheriff called them off, honestly, because, you know, how many people are calling about this kind of thing? So anyways, I got a call today stating that Costco is revoking my membership for trespassing. But yet they trespass on my rights, so yeah, no fear.
Donna, I think that story perfectly encapsulates the different levels that everyone in this room is willing to go to, depending on their own personal comfort level. We've got a variety of different restaurants, businesses, gyms, bars represented here today, all with maybe various different risk factors, themselves personally, financially, and even health-wise. And we want everybody to make the best decision for them and for their business. Are there specific court cases that have gone in favor of local and small businesses that can be used as precedent, specifically and with regard to them being able to decide whether or not they're going to open up themselves and how fully they can open up?
Okay, so we have thousands of businesses that we're backing up. They're all still fully open. Have they been fined? Yes. Have they paid? No. Have they been to court? Yes. Have they been fined or anything gone through? No, because it's all unlawful. We're just denied due process of law. It's Zoom court now. I don't know if you're all aware of that, but there's like no real court anymore, and that's intentional. That's so we can't get the lawyers and attorneys in front of the courts and really fight back. And many times with Rick Martin, when they get to him, oh, all of a sudden it's not working. They cut him off, and then there's another continuance. So in our situation, everyone is still fully open. I mean, if you get a fine in the mail, take a picture, but return to sender, send it off. No one has paid any fines. No one. Does it take?
Representing people that you're representing.
Yes.
No one
absolutely.
has paid any fines. Say that again.
They have not paid any fines because guess what? It is unlawful what they are doing. They don't exist. Don't pay it. That's where we're at. I mean, open fully. We have your back. We are a small group of people. What we try to do is educate you. We've got, like I said, all the information on our website. Another thing that you could do is file affidavits against any of these health inspectors, liquor boards that come in and try to find you. And they're harassing you. They're threatening you. You don't deserve this. You've worked your whole lives for this. Don't let them do this.
Our website is a huge resource.
Our website is constitutionallawgroup.us. Constitutionallawgroup.us. Go to resources. We have tons of flyers and information. We've got videos, informational videos. There's so much there. We've worked so hard to get this out there for all of you. Okay? Yes, go ahead.
What about pulling the liquor licenses of all these establishments? Is that still unlawful?
Yeah.
Chris is asking about pulling the liquor licenses. Many of the businesses, maybe here and online, they're feeling retribution, legal jeopardy, administrative penalties. Specifically, the hammer that seems to be used the most, or being threatened the most, is by the LCP threatening to pull their liquor license, which would, cause devastating financial injury to these businesses. What can businesses do specifically to counter LNI and LCD?
Listen here, by what authority do they have to do this to you? You stay open, they fine you, you don't pay it. It's just like everything else. We have a bar in Colorado, the Lion's Den. They actually were confiscated. The liquor board came in and confiscated all their liquor. Rick happened to be on his way to Colorado. Well, they called him and he said, restock. They have no authority. Does it take a piece of paper for you to open your doors, to run your business, your restaurants? No, it doesn't. You are a law-abiding citizen. They are the criminals. Open your business. If you don't, we're going to be destroyed. What have you got to lose? Everything. We're going to be destroyed. You have to open up. Have courage. It takes a lot of courage to do this. But we need to unite, and that's the thing. If you unite, what are they going to do? I think he said it, Mark. What are they going to do if you all open up? They don't have the power to handle all this. And it takes the power away from them.
There is, when I first went to the Constitutional Law Group, and that's constitutionallaw.us. Constitutionallaw.group.us. When I first went there was a lot of resources, and maybe if I'm a business owner first new to this experience, I am looking for maybe that first step, second step, third step to take as I'm educating myself first and foremost, and then deciding on what is the best course of action for me. Because for each individual business here, it might be a different level of activism they need to take. Do you have a recommendation on the resource you have for walking people through? Start here, then go here, then go here.
I do. We just did this recently, about a week ago. If you go to the Whatcom page and you click on Urgent Calling All Patriots, and the first page talks about Patriot Action Teams. And what these are teams of patriots, local retired veterans, whoever, that are going to support the small business. And you have like a team on the phone, whether it's Signal or just a group text. And if a health inspector, somebody comes in and is harassing you, you call those team members and they show up, they read the Constitution, they protect you, and they also call us if they're really, really threatened. So you start with that, you get a team of patriots that will support you and be there for you. And then you print off, I think there's 5 or 6 pages here, and it basically tells you what to do, like I was talking earlier. I actually don't want to read it on here, but I want you guys to read through that. So that's on the Whatcom page. And then definitely go to resources. There's flyers that I want you to read and also post on your business. If they post something on your, a health inspector puts something, don't take it down, but put one of our flyers on top of it.
I've got room for a couple of questions. Does anybody have a specific question? And I apologize, we have a hard stop.